Good evening, everybody. Nice to see you all. I just realized I was watching back a VOD today, and somebody mentioned last stream that the camera wobbles every once in a while. So, for example, if I do this, a little bit shaky, because I've got it mounted to my freaking desk-mounted key light, and it's not suitable. I have to come up with another solution, I think. Anyway, wonderful to see you. Brennan Tuning. I think I got that wrong last time as well. Hello. Perium, Funky Monkey, Shermanator. Haskruth. TCLG. Hello. Russian Attack. Best Bard. Welcome all. I've been actually admiring Haskruth's Danger Noodle. It's very cute indeed. Hoverman. Zakara, fan. Hello, nice to see you all. Yeah, beautiful snake. Don't tell Mrs. McQueeb, but I was looking up hats for snakes today. I'm thinking about getting my son a hat. Junior Dinosaur, hello. We're going to be testing out something a little bit different today. This has been suggested to me a couple of times, actually. Of course, Haskruth. Yeah. Go ahead. No reason to deny you the honor of posting. We're going to be checking out the Noita Spell Lab today. So this is a mod that gives you challenges to do like a lot of damage. I haven't quite worked out the interface yet, but I don't think it's too difficult. I think we'll figure it out. Afro Sorcerer, love your name. Welcome. A pro Noitian. What's up, Lieutenant Zoom? Good to see you. Let's jump over, shall we? Let's take a look. I can keep chatting to you as I sort of explore the ins and outs here. All right. So this interface probably looks very different. I've got a beard. You just got done with some disastrous Noita runs. Fantastic. Welcome to the stream. I guess we want to turn off. Yeah, we want to turn that off, and I want to turn this off. Wait. Leave the spell lab. No. Enable challenge picker. There we go. Can we turn this? No. It's all together. All right, cool. So it gives you a bunch of challenges. There's tons and tons here. It's all built into the training aspect of this. So I assume it tries to teach you how the wand situation works or whatever. So it's going to teach us maybe some of the basics. We'll practice, I guess. We'll see what we can come up with. So I've already done the first one just as a test. We'll do it again. Deal 50 or more damage, total damage to a target dummy. So it's saying, you know, apply this much damage. I don't think the time really matters. Down the bottom here, you'll see the goal, which is 50 DPS, 50 damage, and then it gives you the type of wand that you're using, and put a projectile spell on your wand and shoot the target. That's kind of the instructions as we go. So, I mean, this could be good for all of us, right? I'm sure I will learn something because I take this stuff for granted. I only build basic wands. What's up, Jermaine? Good to see you, dude. So this should be good. I think it's gonna be entertaining, one way or another. I'm gonna select that one. It puts us back here. What I did before, all I did was I chose the most damaging spell here, and then I just hovered a little bit over, and I did the damage. So we'll add a couple of these and just see what we can come up with. This is what I did before. I just put one in here, flew over. You see the damage adding up. Challenge complete. Done. Now we choose the next one, I guess. Right? Can we turn this off? Is that possible? Oh, there we go. That's better. Cool. Deal 75 or more damage per second to the target dummy. We have 1 second to do 75 damage. Let's have a look now. So challenge wand. It looks like it's the same. Cast delay is the time between individual spell casts. Wands have a natural cast delay, which is applied to every cast. Projectiles have their own cast delay modifier, which may be positive, slower, or negative, faster. So it's teaching us some of the basics here. Casting a spark bolt plus 0.05 seconds on a wand with 0.15 second cast delay results in about 5 shots every second, or 0.2 second cast delay. Guess this is a hint. It's telling us to use this for some reason because of the cast delay difference. Is that cast delay known? Does it tell you that on the normal shot? I don't know it does. Well, let's test it. Okay, challenge complete. That's exactly what it does. It told us how to complete that one. Just for argument's sake, let's mix it up. Let's put the bouncing burst, because we know that that has a negative cast delay. Is this the same wand? It is. So it's telling us the highest DPS from this particular wand is 26.69. Fascinating. Let's try them all. I had no idea that this had a reduced cast delay on it. I think that's new information to me. Let's try this one. This one's not going to work, obviously. Close though, it's a lot more damage. Oh, Bubble Spark just went up a level, and I already considered it a very good spell. And let's try the arrow just for argument's sake as well here. Nah, no chance. Well, there it is, folks. Bubble Spark is the best spell in the game. It's confirmed. Cool. I like it. Junior Dinosaur recently stumbled upon the Chainsaw Boomerang spell, and that was a game changer. Chainsaw and Boomerang? 19 months. Germaise, thank you, my dude. Holy mackerel. Good question, Haskruth. How does the DPS do with multiple bubble sparks? See if it lets me have more than one. No shot. I'm guessing it's going to be exactly the same. Cast delay, minus 0.08. Has that always been there? Or is this just because we're running this mod? I don't know, let's see. It does seem to be more projectiles, huh? X-Store, that's exactly what we're looking at. Yes, it's a wand building challenge. All right, let's go on to lesson number 3. Slightly different wand. We've got a 1 second recharge here now. Unlike cast delay, recharge time is applied when your wand has no spells left to cast. Wands with high recharge time are generally not very useful, though there are ways to mitigate it. I would disagree with that. End game, but mid to early game definitely. Putting a lot of separate casts on a wand with high recharge time can mitigate the effect. Putting a lot of separate casts on a wand with the high recharge time can mitigate the effect. So it's telling us to do exactly that. Alright, I'm going to stop looking at the eyeball next time. Okay, so we just need a ton of these. So it definitely stacks then, right? If this is 1 second and this is minus 0.08, we're going to need 8. Let me test that theory. Should be. No. Did I get that wrong? They don't stack for cast delay? No, I think... Oh, they're just telling us to load up on the same sorts of projectiles to get the most out of it, I think, for this one. More cast delay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, sorry, I'm getting cast delay and recharge time confused. This, you know the green wand you find on the first floor with, I think it's a 0.05, 0.42? If you load up a lot of the same spells, doesn't matter what it is, whatever you find on the first floor, if you find many of them, even if it's like spark bolts, it's a barrage followed by a short cooldown, but it's still, you know, dramatically more than the starting wand even. That's cool. I like it. Dig it. You gonna let me out? Thank you. Hey, Crazy Bread, how you doing this evening? Deal 150 or more damage to the target dummy in 10 seconds or less. Okay. So we've got... Why is it giving me 2 wands here? Challenge wand 1, challenge wand 2. They look identical. They've given us 2 for a reason. Yeah. Yeah, the same wand. Okay. Switching wands or opening your inventory will reset the casts on your wand. Opening your inventory does that? Oh, shoot. Foof to toof. Thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the channel. Yep, it's called... let me double check. Spell Lab is the name of the mod. And you can get it from the Steam Workshop. It's one of the most popular ones, so you'll find it at the very top of the list. Everyone keeps recommending it, though. And I think I'm going to learn something very valuable tonight. Well, I already have, so... this trick can be used to completely negate a high recharge time as long as you have more than 1 cast on your wand. Set up 2 wands and switch between the wands before casting all of the spells. So it gets quite... This is quite an advanced... meta already, I think. But we'll definitely give it a shot. All right. So it's a 4-second cooldown. Obviously, we don't have enough. We can't do enough damage within a small period of time. But if we switch during the cooldown, we'll be able to do it, I guess. Ah. Yep, they've timed that really well. What am I missing here? Hey, Foof, thank you so much for the cheer, man. Switch before the end. Oh, that's right, because they said it resets it. As long as there's more than... Like, as long as there's a spell remaining. Alright. Okay. You need a little bit of muscle memory for that one. But that's, yeah. That's interesting. I like it. Priority always, how you get into the mod. Once it's active, so it has to be checked off in your mods selection screen, you start a new game, then you click this up here, and it'll bring out this little menu here, and then you click the thing on the left, which, when you're outside of the spell lab, it says enter the spell lab, and then click the challenge, which is the one that we're going through right now. Alright, deal 60 or more damage per second to the target dummy. Okay, let's check out the wand. 3 spells per cast. We only have the 1 wand. Recharge time of 0.33. Interesting. No, Alex, you can't just switch between two ones holding the button down. You have to repress the button. So the timing... That's why I said that's quite an advanced technique already. But for the purpose of the challenge, I would say that's not an easy thing to pull off. Especially since you have to kind of... You only shoot 4. And then... You kind of have to listen to it. Alright, 3 spells per cast. Let's see what we can do here. 60 damage per second. And this has an additional cast delay of 0.17. 60. Alright, let's grab a few of those. Give it a shot here. But we're not switching this one out, which is interesting. 0.33. Dogecoin up 560% in 24 hours. Get in now. What with? I ain't got any money. 60 DPS. Okay. Challenge complete. Let's go back into that one real quick. I want to see what the... Okay, so it's just telling us to do similar. That would have cast the final 2 faster. So let's try that again. I remember I had Ethereum before, long time ago. I might even still have that in some kind of weird account somewhere. The trouble, all those accounts are protected by many digits and browsers and all kinds of shit. Okay. Cool. Easy challenge. Deal 30 or more damage to the target dummy in a single hit. In a single hit. Interesting. Modifier spells cast the next spell in the wand automatically. Modifier spells are applied to the projectile spells in the same cast. Oh, I know what to do. Okay, yep. There you go. That's an easy one. Am I from the UK? No, I am Australian living in the United States. Calorian, we are. This is the Spell Lab mod. All right, next one. So I should be able to get through a lot of this because this is kind of the Noita I grew up with, right? Deal 70 or more damage per second to the target dummy. And we have multicasts. 70 per second. Interesting. All right. You can use multicast spells to cast more than one projectile spell at a time. Yes, we know that. This can be paired with spells that have a negative cast delay to increase damage per second. Ah. Okay. I think I understand. Place 1 or more multicast spells before 2 or more projectile spells. Right. Yes. So we think we want... Well, let's check out the wand we have here. 0.17, 0.3, 250, 5 capacity. And we have to do how much? 70. What's the speed again? Alright, let's try. Let's grab a double. Let's grab a triple. And let's grab a few of those as well. Let's see what's up. Grimpotamus. Hello, thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome to the channel. So we know this has a cast delay of minus 0.08. Now I just got to do a bit of quick math in my head here. We have a charge speed of 50. I think the triple might be okay. What's our goal? 70. Maybe I do need the quad then. Yeah. In fact, I might have missed a shot or so there, but that's pretty basic, right? We can't wrap yet, or at least it hasn't introduced wrapping to us. I don't think we have the tools to do it yet. Well, hold up. No. No, it didn't work. So what they're getting at here is that the faster you shoot, the more damage overall you do, providing that can be sustained, obviously. You can cheat some challenges by shooting and moving towards the target. Okay, good. I think that's a pretty easy one. It's going to give us another one here now as well anyway. A double, 2 bubbles, triple. Right, let's go back then. Hang on. Shoot. Double, a triple. So a double. 2 bubbles. Triple, 2 bubbles. We don't have that ability right now. Unless we're looking for that. So you're saying if it's looking... That's still going to shoot them all at the same time. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay. So we need to do 70 damage per second to the target dummy this time. Alright, let's read the hints. Multicast spells use one of their casts casting the next multicast spell. We know this. This is something I go into quite often. So this here, for example, is a free cast. It doesn't cost anything. So if you have 2 of them together, you can cast 3 spells simultaneously instead of the 1 or 2 mana that a triple would cost. It's a really good workaround. Spread. And we don't need that. Grab a few of them, and what's our wand look like this time? So same deal, isn't it? Pretty much. This one might be a little bit different, but I think we're just going to stick with these. Give me 1, 2, 3. And that gives us 2. That's good. 4. Should be the same. Cool B, thank you very much for the subscription. I need more? Yeah. So that one's teaching us about how these stack and how they work together. So we've got a double spell, right? A double cast here, which would shoot 2. And to add stuff to that, it actually uses one of those to cast the next one, which I think makes sense. Somebody asked me about that on a YouTube comment today as well. Next one. Deal 550 or more damage per second to the target dummy. All the hints have gone away, see? Multicasting a single modifier with many projectiles can cost much less than using multiple modifiers. Multicasting a single modifier with many projectiles. Right. Yep, that makes sense as well. This is particularly effective for expensive modifiers with unique effects. Okay, cool. So let's add... I don't even know how many I need. It's weird. It gives you kind of the tools. It doesn't tell you what you need to accomplish. Let's assume we need a quad, and we're going to add one of these. So this is damage field. If you were to cast it many, many times, it would be very, very expensive. But, as is often the case, you use a multi, and then this effect gets applied to everything after it. So we should do massive damage here. No, not enough. Not even close. It's about halfway there. Does this stack? Let's find out. I was always under the impression that this didn't stack, but yeah, it does. Okay. Was that... Now, was I correct in that assumption originally? Did it used to not work? I know that previously it had to be the very last effect before a multicast in order for it to even appear. We're talking ancient history now, though. This has probably been resolved a long time ago, I think. Yeah. Andes, hello, welcome. How you doing this evening? They probably wanted to stack multicast for that. A single and then add... Well, let's test that theory. So, multicasts... Let's just assume one of those. This might be... No, I don't think this will be as effective. We were about half damage, so this won't even come close. I don't think. A hell of a cooldown. 382, not even close. .382 again. Let's try again. No, it's literally designed to be stackable now. I could have sworn that was never the case when that spell modifier came out, and it was a lot more powerful. Now it's much more it's nerfed now. I can't remember the exact damage it used to add, but it was significantly more than 3.5. Oh well, next. This is fun. I like this. Deal 500 or more damage per second to the target dummy. Alright, what wand do we have? It's a great wand. 300 maximum. So we need to kind of find the right balance between damage ups and multis here. This will be a bit of a challenge. Let's take a few of those, and a ton of those. It's DPS. Damage per second. Most modifier spells. The cast state is a list of the modifications your spells have made to the cast. The cast state. Most modifier spells also affect the cast state. The modifications in the cast state are applied to all of the spells in the cast at the end. Because modifications are applied last, the order of modifiers generally doesn't matter. Right. I don't understand the relevance here. I'm not going to look at the hints yet, but we might go back. Let's start with 4. We got 300, right? Oops. And we're going to add... This will be 50 damage for each one of these, firing hopefully very quickly. 50 additional damage. Modifiers apply to everything after multicast, and order doesn't matter. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's... Yeah, okay. Let's go back and look at the hints on that one. I want to see a bit more info here. Okay. Oh. So this is giving us the examples. They're saying all of this will work. No shit. This is kind of my standard MO here, right? Like modifiers, multipliers, projectiles. That's kind of the way my brain works. But this is saying we could straight up, who gives a shit, do anything we want and still be just as effective. This I find highly unusual. My brain's having a hard time computing this. But I like it. I like the fact that that's even a thing. It means that your ones don't have to be as neat. Beast Hunter, how you doing this evening? Good to see you, man. All right, well. Cool. It's a single spell block, so it applies to all. Right. That's what they meant with the cast state, right? They were just talking about one, that block that you're talking about. I get it. Do all the damage ups apply to all the spark bolts in the last one? Yeah, Gecko, that's exactly what they're saying. Yep, this is the same. The end result, rather, is the same as that. No, not to the wand, to the unit or whatever they what was the term? Cast state, right? So this is where I guess the logic behind how the spells are being cast from a wand comes into play. But essentially they're going right. So the order of operations is that it looks at multipliers, and then it looks at everything before that and after that, up until the point where it's reached the number of projectiles that it requires to, fulfill its destiny. And they're saying anything within that range works. So unlike school, brackets, multiplication, division, order does not matter so much with this. I was under the impression that wasn't the case, but clearly that's not true. All right, well, moving on. Per click, because they're always being cast, they apply. Correct. In this particular case with that set wand, yes. If we had additional spells or spell blocks, right, units of stuff being cast, each click would be something different, unless we went back a few lessons and we switched wands in between. Then you could do it that way. You could build a YouTube channel of solely teaching and demonstrating wand mechanics. You probably could. Pickled, yeah, you probably could. So does that mean you couldn't multicast a damage up spark bolt and homing spark bolt? Only 2 homing damage up spark bolts. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly right. So I thought that in that final set, right, you had the chance to potentially change what you were doing with individual spells within a block, but that's false. I've been living a lie this whole time. Board Mephisto, yes, the spell is called, sorry, the mod is called Spell Lab. One right here. It's available on the Steam Workshop. All right. Deal 200 or more total damage to the target dummy. This one looks like it's got an always cast wand. Let's have a look at that. The always cast is Spark Bolt. So it needs to do 200 damage. So all we want to do is get fast spells on here, right? Applying everything we've learnt, that would be 4 of these for now. That's my first guess, at least. Took a while to get there, but we did. And I think I crit to get there. Let's go back to that one. It's not giving us any hints. I wonder if we could do it with Bitterbolt. Because this does more damage, but it would shoot slower. Is it total damage or damage per second here? Total damage. Alright, that's... Okay, it doesn't matter. We could leave nothing on the wand and still get there eventually. take a little while to get there, but that would work. You got your first win yesterday with an always cast Circle of Vigor wand. No way. That's rare as hell. And another win today with some weird machine gun super damage energy orb build. Right on. You could kick it to victory. Actually. Yep. Yeah, you could. Alright, deal 500 or more total damage to the target dummy. Okay, so this is teaching us about always cast wands, which is nice, right? The previous one had a projectile on it. One of my favorite things to do is getting the always cast perk in a holy mountain on a really fast wand. And, here's the kicker, being lucky enough to get something that actually, you know, does a lot of damage or whatever, that won't kill you in the process. This is an always cast damage modifier, so again, it doesn't matter. We just need a projectile. So let's put that on there. $500, huh? Hey, strange one. How you doing this evening? I think you guys understand how that works, right? In order to get this one to be active, you need a projectile on the wand. On the previous lesson, we learned that an always cast projectile, you don't need anything else on the wand. If you have stuff that speeds up that, it becomes kind of an incredible way to go. Always cast chainsaw as a treat. Yeah, yeah. All right, next one. Deal 400 or more damage per second to the target dummy. All right, what's our hint here? Always cast spells do not consume mana, but do apply their cast delay. But we don't have an always cast. All right, I'll take your word for it. One of each, I guess. I don't know. Oh, hold up. We can't actually fire that. Mana drain 70. Ah. Am I missing something here? You pretty sure this one's bugged? Oh, that's a shame. Have to be not in beta. Oh, snap. All right. Well then, does it save my progress if I quit? Okay. Let's not worry about it. We'll skip to that one at the end, I guess. Yeah, something to do with an always cast. I think the wand that they gave us in that particular one is busted, but it's all good. Down at the bottom, click on the missile. No, the wand is unsuitable. It simply can't cast a spell with or without this on it. Unless we had another one of those, but that, again, the lesson doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's do it. Let's check it again just to be on the safe side, but I'm pretty sure that... No, adding more of this wouldn't matter. It's still, yeah. Double click, you see. Oh. How did you know to do that? All right, so do we want to double click this instead then? No, we can't. You need more of these? Too many. There you go. Okay. So, as I was talking about before, finding a spell, like finding an always cast that costs mana, doesn't matter what type of wand it is on, that we just had to find the sweet spot. You can add always casts with the blocks on the bottom of the screen. Oh, okay, we should had it told us that. Cool, moving on. Deal 230 or more damage per second to the target dummy using only one always cast spell. Can you die in this mod? Well, I don't know. Maybe. Because always casts are extra costs on your wand, normal casts still occur. This results in a multicast always casting. A multicast always cast, allowing you to cast an additional spell. Okay. So... what do we have to do? 230. You can disable death in the mod. Do I have this backwards, maybe? Maybe I want to make that the multicast and not that. Oopsie daisy. Not even close. Use at most one always cast spell. Highest damage per second, 130. With the make it all firebombs with the multicast always cast. All right, give it a shot. That runs out of mana. We're a lot closer. Can you make the wand just multis? Would that shoot more firebombs? Go back and read that instruction here. This results in a multicast always cast, allowing you to cast an additional spell. Okay, I got it reversed. And what we do want to do is, I think... Hey GB man, how you doing? 2 bombs, not 3. One multicast, 2 firebombs. Okay. I love these theories. This one's got me stumped. Always cast firebomb. Double cast firebomb, firebomb. Okay. And that one's running out of mana as well. I think we've had that before or similar. Hey, Skinnier Coder, how you doing? I lost the multicast? Can you not have both? No, the instructions specifically say use only one always cast. Multicast in the middle does wrapping. Good attempts. This is me most runs, by the way, trying to figure stuff out. I just keep banging my head against the wall until I get it. Go back through here. Because always casts are extra casts on your wand, normal casts still occur. Right. This results in a multicast, always cast, allowing you to cast an additional spell. So maybe... All Firebomb with Firebomb always cast? We'll run out of mana with that, but we'll give it a shot. I think we have tried that, haven't we? It's getting destroyed on me. Whoa, hang on. Not even close. Yes, existential baguette. That is correct. You need multicast, double spell. Firebomb, multicast, firebomb. We've tried that. Bolt always casts 3 multis. We've tried that too. Let's restart this level just because it doesn't seem to be. Try again. Oh, how do I clear the room? Clear held wand, clear projectiles. No. Leave the spell lab, go back. Right. Oh, okay. I might have wrecked it. Well, we'll try again. It is a mod, yes. It's called Spell Lab. They were messing with the multicast, always cast lately. Something might have broken. I wish they actually had the recommended thing here. Good to try it. I'm pretty sure we've tried every combo now, huh? Always cast multi 1 fireball. I think that's what I started with, but okay. Yeah, I doubt it. No. Really low, that one. With the only spell options being double and bolt, there are only 2 to the power of 4 possibilities if we assume all slots will be filled. 3 to 4 if we count empty. Skip it. Yeah, let's skip this one. When this video goes up on YouTube, maybe someone will have an answer for us. All right, next. Oh no, how do I clear the room? It's left all that trash behind. Well, those I can pick up. Sorry about these target dummies in the bottom. Oh well. I don't know where they came from. All right, deal 100 damage or more per second to the target dummy. Okay. This one should be easy. Inert static projectiles can be given the ability to deal damage, aka mists. The center point of a static projectile must collide with the target to deal damage. Right. Homing and damage can be paired with static projectiles to make a homing familiar. You need to start a new game to clean the room, and you can spawn dummies as well. Oh, okay. Crazy Bread says the last one can be completed. Always cast multi 2 firebombs. Well, we tried that, but we'll go back. I'm sure we tried that. I think that was, yeah, definitely. This one I shouldn't have too much trouble with. How much damage? 100 per second. On this wand, huh? Okay. I will take... That's my math right now. Oh, we have no multis. Interesting. Alright, well we need one of those. I think we need... Let's try 3 of those and then 1 of those. See how that goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flat. Does that get there? I have to shoot a couple? Yeah, easy one. Alright, so you said always cast multi and 2 firebombs. Fly towards the dummy when shooting. It doesn't... I mean... It didn't train us to do that. But we'll try. What do we get? 200? Oh man, I don't know, hey. I am in the beta branch, so that might have broken. There's been a few updates over the last couple of days. Like we're not even close. Put the third one on, you think. So that shouldn't work either. But try it. Oh! We did it, and we're about to die. That's cool. Yeah, is there a no death option here? Toggle options. There we go. Let's get rid of that for a sec. Enable no death. Done. Anyway, I have to restart. So we'll do that. Go back in. There were some spicy updates. And I heard there was a box that's been added to the game. Like just a literal box that allows you to collect powders. I don't know. Nola has to stop. Nola has to know when to pull back and say, you know what? Let's start creating content for another... That's just the YouTuber in me. Alright, heading back down to the lab. Let's go. Challenge picker. Alright. Damage every frames drilling shot. Oh, okay. This is cool. It's trying to teach you that a double cast always casts... will cast 3 spells. Are you the mod developer by any chance? You can make ambrosia? Oh, no way. That's cool. All right, let's have a look. So drilling shot allows projectiles to travel through walls. Oh, we know this one as well. This is old school Noita right here. Why is chainsaw good? I'm sure we'll get onto that. Why not use long distance cast? Because we don't have it. It's teaching us about drilling shot right now. Drilling shot activates on the second frame of a projectile's life. Interesting. Projectiles with higher lifetimes are generally more useful as homing familiars. Okay, so they're probably teaching us the difference between Mist of Spirits and Mist of Slime. Slime lasts a lot longer. This evaporates now. That's one of the changes that happened. I think 1.0 brought that. We have no multipliers, so we have to assume we have 1 projectile. Our wand is baby wand again, 5 slots. Drilling shot we need, because we have to get through the wall. I think we want accelerated shot as well, and homing, and damage up. does add cast delay, but we'll see about that. Oh, only one. Alright, let's see. Not even close, huh? Oh yeah, 90 out of 100. Maybe if we get closer. Oh, we already got it. We completed it. Mr. Lemon Lime, yes. So the mod is called Spell Lab, available from the Steam Workshop. It lets you create scenarios. You can build whatever you want with it and just practice, but there's also a challenge mode built in, and that's just what I wanted to play around with tonight. Took you 50 hours to get a win in Noita. Game is very punishing. Does anyone want to tell him? 50 hours is amazing, dude. Deal 1,000 or more damage per second to the target dummy. Okay, so we've got extended lifetime now. We got a pretty considerable wand here. Different projectiles have different tick damage rates. Ocarina and Cantel notes deal their damage every frame, but have low lifetime. Okay. Well, let's give that a shot. So we'll take one of those. We need homing. We need damage up. We need increased lifetime. What's the mana on this wand? 500. So we can build whatever we want here, pretty much. But we only get one single projectile again, because there's no multipliers here. We just add a bunch of those and these. Again. Projectile, homing. Damage. Damage. It's got to be a sweet spot here for this, I would imagine. 1,000 per second, huh? Yeah, okay. Done. Next. 1,500 damage per second to the target dummy. Vifaria, welcome to the channel. Good to have you here. Your son got his first win in 8 hours. Cheesed it with teleportatium and a lucky wand find. Hey, whatever works, man. Alright, so this one here. Most non-static projectiles deal their damage every frame. Non-static projectiles. But die upon collision. Right, we know that. Piercing shot allows projectiles to keep living even if they collide with something. Okay. Piercing shot activates on the second frame of a projectile's lifetime. 800 maximum mana. Oh my god, it's actually raining here. Heavy. Okay. So what projectile would be suitable? If damage is applied every single frame, we've got extended lifetime, accelerating shot, rotate towards, and homing. Don't know why we need both of those, but we do have multis this time as well. This one should be pretty straightforward. I'm going to build something real quick. And we'll see what's up. Oops. Try that. That's not hitting at all. What? Makes a projectile fly through enemies, but is harmful to the caster. Piercing shot allows projectiles to keep living even if they collide with something. Most non-static projectiles deal their damage every frame but die upon collision. It's telling me no for some reason. Let's switch it up. Go with you guys instead. Piercing shot activates on the second frame of a projectile's lifetime. Spawn a new dummy. No, this one works just fine. I'd rather not assume that... I see it's still working. I'd rather... It's something to do with piercing shot. Damage minus 16. Is that new? So there's literally no damage applied. Do we have damage ups? No. So we need something that hits hard, which would be Lance. What? Mana? This is 800 again. Okay, we're fine. Cast delay's a little bit low. We're getting there. We're over 1,000. Take that off and take that off. Well, no, we might actually need that. The rotate towards is probably going to be more helpful here. I think. I still don't know how this quite works. Oh, God. Yeah, okay, that's weird. Isn't that pretty, though? Look at him sneaking along there. What the hell? I think that was unintended. There was no hint here, so we don't know what their intention was there. They're like little snake boys, yeah. You can make some, like, I'm not really great with it. Nymph's Pyre on Twitch does this sort of thing all the time. Posts on Reddit, like really cool pictures of like fireworks and really cool looking things. I had no idea piercing shot lowered damage. That might be a new thing as well. The nerf is new. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't remember that at all. Okay. Next one. Hey, my favorite. Deal 60 or more damage to the target dummy in a single hit. Highest damage dealt. 60. Let's see what it has to say here. Trigger spells cast another spell when a certain condition is met. Trigger hit spells cast another spell when they hit the world or an object. Accurate, easy to control. Trigger spells can be used as delivery mechanisms for slow, awkward, or static projectiles. Yes. So they're probably going to want to show us something like... well, look, let's get a double and... How much damage do we need to do? Oh, yeah, we're good. So... This guy, and this guy, and this guy. I guess they want us to stand right here. There you go. Okay. P.S. The Spark Bolt with Trigger is my personal favorite spell in the entire game. Always has been. Have I tried Healing Bolt with Piercing? Yes, I have. That's sort of a little special thing. Yeah, there's tons of stuff you can do. I think Alias Bot showed me one where the healing thing stays alive forever and it follows you around. And, God, the number of things you can do is kind of amazing. 300 or more damage per second to the target dummy. Trigger spells have their own cast state, which can be discarded after the cast. I'm trying to get this verbiage locked into my brain. Because of this, modifier spells applied inside a trigger generally don't persist outside of the trigger. Okay. Unlike recharge time, cast delay is applied per cast state, so changes to it can be discarded. You can negate a spell's cast delay changes by casting it inside of a trigger. Okay. Alright, we've got 5 slots here. One of those, and these all have pretty hefty cast delays on them. What does the most damage? Dropper bolt? Yeah. Is that my wand? Really? Yep. It's always the falling that I've never liked with this one. .500 damage per second with that. Inside the trigger, you think refers to after it spawns the payload. Yeah, that's an interesting one. It hasn't shown us yet, and I'm sure it'll get into this in a second. But trigger spell, you know the oh god, what's it called? Not heavy shot. Heavy spread. The one that's like adds 720 degrees of spread, but it lowers cast delay by quite a lot. You put them after a spark bolt with trigger or any other trigger effect, and whatever comes after it, well, the entire spell is you get all the benefits, but none of the side effects. Essentially, it's really cool. Swarwoods, thank you very much for the subscription again. Thank you. Welcome back. All right, moving on. 750 or more damage per second to the target dummy. We've got multicasts. Okay. 700 damage per second. Trigger spells can cast multiple spells directly inside the enemy. Powerful spells tend to have high cast delay, which can be negated using triggers. So it's given us a bunch of kind of dangerous stuff. This can all damage us. Massive cast delay. Small cast delay. Massive cast delay. Alright, well I get the picture. So what if we did try this? Let's make sure death is turned off because I don't want to have to restart. Where's the options here? Yes, no death enabled. Dorian Latronus, thank you very much. 7 months. Thank you for being here, my friend. Always good to have you. Thank you so much for the resub. Alright. See how we go. This might come back to haunt us, but we'll see. Well, we won that one. Next. 750 or more damage per second to the target dummy. Modifiers can be applied to triggered multicast. Yes. One of my favorite things in the world to do. Go with that. Couple of those, and a couple of those. Alright. Single. Multi. 4. Possibly get more, but this should be fine, I think. What is it, 750 they wanted? We'll see. Yeah, okay, easy one. Trigger spells. Negating modifier effects. Okay. Ah, here we go. This is exactly what I was just talking about before. Deal 4,000 or more damage per second to the target dummy. We have a very nice wand. Oh my god. Alright, want one of those. I think I want that. I want... What's the speed on this? 2517. Okay. I don't think we need all 6 here. Oh, maybe. try that first. Oh, these already have a cooldown on them, right? Let's try that. Okay. Did it want 4,000 total? Per second. Oh, well, either way, we win. That's an easy one. Don't do this for Spark Bolt, trigger Lightning Bolt. Otherwise it will always turn around and hit you in the face instead. Could you do a run with the DPS meter? I'm sure a DPS meter exists. It might be in like Goki's things or something. I'm sure. Has to be. Some actions for this required... Some actions required for this challenge are locked or disabled. Some actions required. Okay, get back to that one. 800 DPS or more. What's this teaching us? Reduced lifetime? Oh, sorry, decelerating shot. Hit type triggers can be re-triggered if the projectile is one that does not die on collision. Hit type triggers can be re-triggered. Oh, okay. So, for example, a spark bolt would trigger with piercing shot would be continuously alive and continuously firing, right? That's what I get by that. Piercing shot keeps a projectile alive even after it collides with something. A projectile can't re-trigger if it has collided with the world. Piercing shot enables you to re-trigger trigger type hit spells multiple times, right? A slow homing high lifetime trigger will allow you to re-trigger effectively. A slow homing high lifetime. Got it. So we do want decelerating shot. Rotate towards piercing shot. And then I guess it does not matter which one we choose here. Well, we take that, and give this a shot here. I'm going to get 5. And I need 3 for the modifiers. Right. I want to put this here. Got it. And then I want to put... Let's try that. Try that. Yeah. Holy shit. I have never, in any of the runs that I've done, other than the ones that I've been told how to build stuff, seen how that actually works. Hey, right on. Thank you, Kajil. That's very kind of you to say, man. That is awesome. That is seriously awesome. So what you could do is essentially take what we've created right there, right? Which is thousands of damage per second, and put it inside another trigger shot. If we had another, what do you call it? Like a larger wand, and I'm sure we'll get onto this actually, but I think that is probably some of the most damage I've ever seen on a normal run, other than crazy ones that I built before. Some actions required are locked or disabled. Same with this one. Okay. So I guess we come back to those then, huh? One more ones, would they make that slot disgusting? 100%, exactly, yep. Alright. Casting speed, review. Fire 6 projectiles a second. The cast delay of the wand is also applied to every cast. Cast delay is applied between every cast, including the last cast, after which the wand needs to be reloaded. Recharge time is applied when your wand is out of casts. Wands with high recharge time and low cast delay can fire rapidly with enough separate projectiles. Alright, so we've got a recharge time of 1 second, cast delay of 0.08. What's it want me to do? 6 projectiles a second. Cast delay. Cast delay. Alright. We'll fire 2 barrages here, or at least meet their minimum requirements. Should be fine, I think. Alright. Would I mind reviewing the last one? The last challenge we did? This one? So what's happening here? If I can explain this myself. These are very special modifiers at the end, okay? So a piercing shot enables specifically trigger shots to hit multiple times in succession, right? Because essentially it doesn't lose its trigger effect because of the fact that it's passing through an enemy. If it hits the ground, it does. It ends, right? So rotate towards as well as decelerating shot. Specifically decelerating shot in this case, it's slowing it down to the point where it's stuck on the enemy because it's constantly turning towards the enemy and it's passing through the enemy multiple times. It's firing many times in a world, in a row. See if it works without decelerating. What do we have? We had this, then that, and turn towards. So we might get lucky here, but we have to do 800 damage. I could fire another one. Yeah. With decelerating shot in the mix. Oops. It just sits there and just constantly does damage. I would like to actually see if instead of this, the spark bolt trigger worked. Oh crap, it took me out, didn't it? The spark bolt flies a lot faster and further than the previous projectile. I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't in this case. I don't know. What? Maybe I take that back. Okay, it's too wild. Yeah, you need specifically Spark Bolt with trigger. I'm going to keep my eye out for that spell more often. It doesn't live long enough? Yeah, exactly. It's either going too fast or it's not. There might be a sweet spot where we could probably do it, but yeah, its speed is way too high. So if you look at this, right, it's traveling at 800 speed, whatever that means, versus this guy, which is traveling at 250. So when it slows down, it's already at a crawl, right? It's dope. I like it. I like it a lot. I think that's excellent. Excellent wand. I will definitely be looking out for that in the future. All right. Casting speed. Projectile. Special projectiles. Fire 20 projectiles a second. Oh, this should be a fun one. All right. We've got 6. Plenty of mana. Recharge time of 0.5 seconds and 0.25 cast delay. So all we need here... give me... that guy. Maybe a few of these. I haven't figured this out yet. Certain projectiles projectile spells have cast delay and recharge time reductions. Casting spells that reduce recharge time affect the final reload time of the wand. Okay. Casting spells that reduce cast delay can decrease the time it takes to cast the next spell. Let's see how that goes. What the hell? Oh, I accident. Okay, I got it. I clicked on. Now I get it. Yeah, that is clearly not working. Okay, I just added a bunch of luminous drills, and that's got heavy reductions there as well. So I think that's just, I think that's pretty standard, right? Could that have been done better? Anyone else got any ideas with this one? It's quite a slow wand. No, I don't think so. I think that's just how that's the name of the game with this one. You think it was counting the drills as projectiles? Oh, sick. In that case, just take that off. The mana eater for sure. All right, next one. Chainsaws. Here we go. The one everyone's been waiting for. 50 projectiles a second. Chainsaws reduce cast delay to 0 when it is cast. Chainsaws also reduce recharge time. The placement of the chainsaw spell is important for negating cast delay. Since chainsaw sets cast delay to 0 instead of reducing it, putting chainsaw at the end will negate cast delay. This is something that I was never fully aware of myself. I always thought that the chainsaw had to be at the start in order for it to take place, and I only learned this one fairly recently. Why is this on here? Did I screw it up again? Alright, hang on, let me start a new game. It works at the start when you wrap it. Right, exactly. Oops. All right. So we don't have... Oh, we still do have these. Are they stuck on there, right? We can't modify that. Oh. So is this the lesson then? No, clearly not. Okay. For you, Chainsaw is a big spoiler spell. How best to use it? The best benefit is not obvious. Well, they don't list it anywhere, right? Like it's never explicitly told to the player that that's what Chainsaw does. Even if we look at it now, a good tool for cutting meat also has some magical properties, right? It says that it does have a recharge time reduction in it, but that's all it says about it. It doesn't really give us any more information other than that. So it's very vague, and I don't think that information is found anywhere except in the game's code. So I don't know whoever found this originally, but I know it was a big secret for a long time. There was a GDC talk that, or some university talk that Nola Games gave, and they hinted at chainsaws being like extra special way, way back. We're talking like 2018, I think. 2018, 2019. And yeah, it's like, it's so nebulous. So I don't know whoever found that first, but my hat is off to them. And I never take my hat off for anybody. All right, next one. Critical chance introduction. Hit the dummy with a 15% critical chance projectiles. There are no individual projectiles with a 15% critical chance. Yes. Projectile spells add their crit chance to the cast state. The critical chance of that cast state is applied to each projectile. So what they want us to do is multicasting 2 spark bolts. Right. So they want a triple and 3 of these. That is it. Because these have a 5% each, and it stacks. So each projectile now is 15% chance to crit. So you can, in theory, if you had 20 of them on a multicast or a multicast wand, you get 100% crit. It wouldn't be a very good wand though. There you go. They give you the blood flask? Was that in the previous one? I missed that altogether. Hit the target dummy with a 50% or higher critical chance. Here we go. This is what this one's for. But interestingly, they don't give us the... They're just teaching us about blood here, maybe. Let's find out. Being bloody increases your chance of a critical strike by 5% or more. The 5% critical hit chance bonus from being bloody is applied for each projectile spell in the cast. Okay. Multicasting 3 spark bolts while bloody results in 3 spark bolts each with a 30% chance of a critical hit. So we need... Oh. Oh. Okay, so if you have blood on you, I get it now. Okay. So we need to be casting 5 projectiles. Got it. They give us a lot of extra stuff we don't really need, but I think that's half the fun, is learning how that works. I'll take one of those, and then 5 of these. I didn't know that either. I thought, yeah, I thought it was just a flat bonus applied, but clearly not. Okay, cool. It hit the wrong target dummy, but whatever. Deal 150 or more damage to the target dummy in a single hit. Casting a projectile that adds critical chance applies that chance to the cast state. Okay. Multicasting any spell with a chance to critically hit allows all spells in the cast to critically hit. I wonder if it's the cast state, in this case, the combined multicast whatever, that crits, like if every spell in there crits simultaneously, or if it's individual. It's probably simultaneous, just to keep things simple. Applies that chance to the cast state. Yeah, it is everything. Okay. Let's check this wand out. There must be... Nope, there's nothing on it. 150 more damage in a single hit. With a hex formation? What are they on here? It's the weird one. Do I have to be like literally on the target dummy? Oh, I'm kind of scared with this one actually. $300. Okay. That's one. And position the lance properly. Oh, it's teaching you about multicast position as well. Okay. Makes a little bit of sense as well, I suppose. Where's it coming from again? Is it forward first? Oh, let's find out. No, that's shooting straight down. Or down and left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Okay. I was gonna say that seems a little bit safer. So when it crits, I guess the chance doesn't matter, right? It's irrelevant. You could have had one. It would have run out of mana and been painful to do the challenge. But yeah, knowing which direction it needs to face is kind of interesting. So if that's shooting straight ahead, assuming we're facing left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it starts on the left-hand side and clockwise around. So this would be to the left. No, it's behind me. Well, no, that's right. Yeah. One, two, three, 4. Yes. Okay. Next one. Deal 400 or more damage per second to the target dummy. Damage per second. This time we've got fire, crit on fire. Okay, and blood. With a 3 cap wand. Fast one though. So need that. We need that. And I guess that. Do we need to make the target dummy or myself bloodied? This is a weird one. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay. So this particular type of crit, always, it's 100% because it's a specific elemental crit. It does it all the time. That will come in handy later. Wasn't it Alias that discovered stacking this type or an elemental type of crit many, many times over increases the damage as well? Or am I making that up? I'm sure he did. Because you'd only need one to essentially activate a critical and there's no reason to get more. Try the saw in the middle. It's still doing it. I mean, doesn't really matter. They stack like crazy, right? But my point is, a critical is an attribute applied to a projectile, right? It's you are doing the maximum amount of damage or a higher percentage of damage. But that's usually a set rate. There's no like critical and then critical a little bit more. You know what I mean? So like stacking them to me still doesn't logically make sense, but I've seen him do it, so I know it's a thing. Why did saw in the middle do less? No idea. It should still take effect. I think that's still one. Yeah, it 100% is. It'd be exactly the same. But it doesn't seem to be. Saw in the middle only applies crit every other. Every second cast it wrapped. Odd Owl Omen, hello, welcome. How you doing? See, that's another thing that I'm still not really familiar with. Anyway, move on. 500 or more damage to the target dummy in a single hit. If a projectile has over 100% chance to be critically hit, the extra percent... here we go. The extra percent is applied as extra critical damage. Critical on X modifier spells add 100% critical hit chance when they activate. Critical on X modifier spells stack with all other forms of critical hit chance, even themselves. Right, this is the question I was just asking. So we'll get one of those. One of these and one of those. Wow. I appreciate it now. So there's your answer. It just reapplies the same amount of damage as extra. Dude guy, I think critical's 2 times damage. Right? It's 5 times. Oh. Take 1 off, it's 500. Yep. And every single hit does it. And you don't need blood on you. Alright. I now have a newfound respect for these as well. I'm learning tons tonight. I think this is amazing. 666.67. Yeah. It's the same as glass cannon then? Mm-hmm. Except for the explosion difference, yeah. Put blood on you and see what happens. Alright, we're currently doing 500, right? But it's 510? Oh, it's just getting extra damage from burning. This is called the Spell Lab mod, Blade Octopus. You can get it from the Steam workshop through the mods menu in the game. That's dope, man. Like, I see, and again, this is going back to watching other streamers, especially people much smarter than me. I'm watching Alias, and he's like building these immensely damaging ones, and I'm like, I'm watching him play, and it's fun watching him play anyway, but it doesn't register in my brain what he's doing. Seeing it like this, literally spelled out for us, pardon the pun, is super helpful. So I'm really glad people made me do this. Spell wrap introduction. Here we go. This is another really important lesson. Perform a spell wrap 5 times. A spell wrap occurs when a spell attempts to cast another spell, but there is no other spell left to cast. Spell wrapping allows you to cast spells that already have been cast before. A reload makes them available again. Okay. The wand will always properly reload immediately after a spell wrap. Oh, so it only happens once. Okay. A proper spell wrap requires a spell to have previously been cast. Okay. So it's going to going down the order, right? Left to right. It's going to fire a spark bolt. Then it's going to look for another 2 spells. It's going to wrap around. It's going to fire a spark bolt again and then end. And then immediately go back and start over. Get another one. So it only happens once. That's the thing that was never locked into my brain, I think, was the fact that spell wrapping only ever occurred once. Because you think wrapping, you're like, oh, it just does it forever. No, not the case. Alright. Pretty easy. Same wand. Nope, we got 4 this time. Modifiers generally attempt to cast the spell after them. Right? Since modifiers attempt to cast the next spell, they can be used to spell wrap. Again, mind completely blown. Any modifier? You just put any modifier at the end of a wand. Which is why light is so useful. Arcaris. Yeah, absolutely. I've never been too proud to admit that I'm not great at one building. I never have been. I never fully understood it. That's why all of my runs are essentially, I'm looking for the same stuff over and over again. But now I've already, my mind has been cracked open. So even a critical, you put a critical at the end, and it can, well, depending on what you're after, I guess. All right. So we have to, okay, we just have to do a spell wrap 5 times. Yeah, that is dope as heck. That's amazing. Do everything again to recap? You funny. All right. Perform a spell wrap 5 times. This time, we have a trigger spell. Okay. So a trigger spell is also looking for another spell after it. So this should work just like this, right? Yeah. Holy mackerel. The first one doesn't have a damage up, the second one does. Right, exactly, yep. Because it's the second one, the finishing wrap, whatever, spell wrap, that's the one that's causing the extra damage. Amazing. Spell wrap multicasts. Perform a spell wrap with at least 3 spells 5 times. Okay. And that's not working. That's not working either. Perform a spell wrap that casts 3 spells at once 5 times. Alright, of course that'll do it. So it's right, because it's pulling the multiplier or modifier from the end of the wand. So this is still going to be active. I wonder what else you could make with that now. So freaking dope, man. Deal 35 or more damage per second to the target dummy. Let's read this one. You can perform a spell wrap into a multicast. Right. So this would be like double quad. Spell wrapping can allow you to cast your spell twice before a reload is forced. Want one of these. I think that's what I want. Another one. So it's going to cast 4 things, right? Let me see if I can work this one out. That's 1, 2. Nah, that's completely wrong. That's, oh, of course, because that shouldn't be there. No, that doesn't work either. Quad bubbles double. As an extra one. So there's no recharge time. And it immediately shoots again. All 4. So you get 8 in one go, essentially. 8 in one go, yeah. So freaking dope, man. Deal 45 or more damage per second to the target dummy. All right, we have a multicast wand here with a pretty significant recharge time on it. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll try it with both here, but I think it's going to be the opposite this time. That's 10. 10. Oh man, this is so dope. Cast a spell with a final recharge time of 0 seconds using only one chainsaw. Okay. So you could heal yourself twice as much. No, I think that still reduced the number of spells that were in that bundle. Deal 90 or more damage per second to the target dummy. So here's one of the things that I did learn early on, and this is... I just lucked into this, I guess, one day. So... And there might even be a couple of ways of doing this, but I'm pretty sure this is what they're looking for. Yeah. So, chainsaw reduces cast delay. That's its first choice, right? Then it's looking for a double cast. So you get the effect of this twice, reducing the speed down, increasing the rate of fire. It's freaking amazing, dude. Like... Oh my god, my mind is literally blown right now. When can these be done? Someone said that... Oh, we have to do some other ones first. Deal... 1 billion. 528 billion. I don't even know what that number is. Oh, it's game unlocks. So stuff I literally haven't done yet. That's weird. Pretty sure I've used all of those. Oh, whatever. 75 or more damage per second to the target dummy. 1,000 maximum. 1.5 second recharge time. Oh, this one's going to take a little bit of thinking. Multicasting spell wrap chainsaws can result in major reductions to recharge time. You can only spell wrap to spells you've already cast. It doesn't show you the spells you haven't used. Oh, damn. Oh, bummer. Okay. Oh, there's plenty of spells. Yeah, if you check my progress, like, yeah, there's plenty of stuff that I haven't found yet. So it could be anything. So that's unfortunate. So we've got a 1.5 second recharge time. This reduces at 1.16 of a second. So we're gonna need 5 if we're wrapping. I'm guessing here. Which means we need 1 of those. And one of those, and take 1 each of those. See if we can figure that out. And I wonder if this is like performed the same sort of way. That should do it right there. No, not quite. You need a chainsaw at the end. Okay, let's try that. Still doesn't feel right. This adds delay. I don't think it does. We got 6 projectiles. So it would be 4 and 3. Unless we put the multi at the end again. Chain times 4. Double. Chain. Spark. Quad. Try wrapping into one saw at the front. So let's try these. Let's try these from the top down here. So chain times 4, double, chain, spark, quad. Let's try it. That's definitely not it. One chainsaw at the front. Do that. This is a tough one, huh? No, this doesn't make any sense either. Hey, Lentz, how you doing? Good to see you, man. 4 cast, 4 chains, 3 cast, spark, chain. That's the desired effect. 75 damage. We're going to miss a lot of shots, but I don't think that's something we can avoid. Yeah, there you go. So, let's have a look here. So quad chainsaw, obvious effect of lowering cast delay. The triple is taking one shot, and then the chainsaw at the end is the wrapping feature. Quad, 4 chain, double spark. Shit! Take me back. God damn it. Do that again. No, the chainsaw has to be there as well, I think. Because don't forget, it's 1.5 seconds. It's specifically that amount of time that has to be reduced to get such a fast fire rate. We're close with this, but it's just not picking up on that extra one. So this is I think the correct formula here. You cannot wrap the wand into the same block that triggered it. Gotcha. That would create like a unlimited wrap or something that would break it, I guess. Try a chainsaw before the quad. Seems to be the same effect. The effect of the chainsaws is twofold here. It's cast delay, but we want to spell wrap with them. So actually, we're only spell wrapping with this, right? Would that work then? No, for some reason that doesn't, because it needs to pick up the quad again. Bad accuracy, but will work. Yeah. That's a tough one. I probably wouldn't even think of building that in a regular run. Probably because I wouldn't pick up a wand with that low of a cast delay to begin with. But it's good knowledge. Sorry, recharge time, not cast delay. Well, both actually. All right, let's move on. Explosion damage. So we've got 6 light shots here, which reduces damage. Why does the cast delay get reduced? That's because of the chainsaws. Recharge time is because of the wrapping feature, right? Do I have that right? Quad plus 4 chains equals block A. Triple with bolt saw into a wrap is block B. Block B triggers block A, avoiding the recharge condition since block A doesn't trigger block B. Wow. Yeah. All right, let's get into this one here real quick. Deal almost exactly 105 explosion damage in one hit to the target dummy. Explosion damage is inaccurate and misleading. Explosion damage is roughly 4 times exaggerated on spell cards. Explosions deal 25% of what is stated. What? Why? Why is that a thing? Who at NOLA decided, you know what? Everything else in the game is very precise. We've got magical chainsaws that reduce things to 0. We've got, reductions in cast delay that are precise to the millisecond. I don't know, explosions, what do you think? I don't know, make them do like a quarter what it says on the thing? That sounds like fun. Square root of the inverse hypotenuse over x divided by 0. This is wild to me. I always looked at numbers and I went, oh, cool. I'm being told exactly what the spell does. Yeah, wild. Okay, so we have to now work out what combination of these to use. Static projectile. We can't use that at all. We can't really use dropper bolt either. So it's going to be one of these couple here. So light. Oh, okay. With light shot, we definitely probably. Well, maybe not with dropper bolt. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what this looks like. That's what I thought. Okay. So minus 26 damage, which is an exact number. God, how's my math today? 126, that's 160? Negative 160? No, that can't be right. There's 6 of them. 150, yeah, there you go, 156. But these do a quarter of their explosion damage. We need... God, none of these. $130. What do we need to do? 117. 105. $105. Still wild to me. I don't know why that is there. Well, they must have just thought that sounds like a fun idea. Let's mess with them. Light shot does not affect explosions. Shit, you're right. That's not even stated here. Again, the light shot to me, the only thing it's valuable for is black holes. I don't see a reason for it otherwise. I mean, we might get into that later in this series of classes, but I don't know. Might be modified for enemies? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. Next. Deal 300 or more damage to the target dummy in a single hit. 300 or more. So damage is explosion damage with explosive projectile. Damage to machines. Oh, that's interesting. But again, I don't know. Fail zone, I will. Have a good night, man. Yeah, I don't know. 300 damage. I mean, we don't have a lot of options here, do we? We've got one modifier and then one projectile. That's all we get. It ain't that. Oh, but we can have plenty of these, though. Wow. Let's do that again. That was fun. I didn't realize this increased size as well. It seems to... Is it adding to the radius? Read the hints. Oh, we didn't read the hints. Modifiers that increase explosion radius can drastically increase a projectile's explosion damage. 2 or more explosive projectile modifiers applied to almost any spell activates this buggy behavior. So they're saying that it's not the damage itself, it's the explosion size that's doing it. Bad example with that, huh? Buggy behavior in Noita? Say it ain't so. Drastically slows down too. Projectile speed, okay. I do know that they did remove a pretty abusable bug, specifically to do with explosive projectile, if combined with the bouncing spell, the green bouncy ball. That was removed recently. This I have to go through this again. I think this is it's a little bit beyond me. I think deal 300 or more damage to the target dummy in a single hit. We have only a baby wand this time, so this might be trying to demonstrate what I was just talking about. But I think they've fixed that. Hey, it ain't that anymore. That works though. Do you know what's really cool? If you hit something, it seems to fall directly to the ground. And that always happened though, I think, with Gigasaw. Sparkbolt is best here. We do not has. It ain't that. So that's amazing. It always does it with saw projectiles. So anything slice damage based, that would take the arrow then into consideration. For some reason, saw blades are different. That's safe-ish. I mean, obviously, don't go down a narrow corridor, but like 300 damage, that'll one-shot everything up until jungle. Certain projectiles are lacking explosion definitions and instead default to unstable parameters. These particular projectiles only need a single explosive projectile to activate the buggy behavior. Right, but they've obviously fixed these two in one of the very recent patches. So. Maybe the saw hits multiple times. Maybe they just haven't fixed it yet. Maybe it's not intended. This is so cool, man. So many ideas for new runs. Slicing damage. No, the arrow that was here, that did slice damage as well, and it's not counted, so. All right, velocity damage introduction. Give me 1 second, folks. I'll be right back. All right. Velocity damage. Some spells do more damage based on how fast they're moving. Velocity damage is based on the discrepancy between their starting velocity and their impact velocity. Only projectile type damage is scaled. Slice, for example, is not. Okay, so got it. That makes sense. They've got accelerating shot, bouncing shot, chaotic path, which is a speed up, and then a bunch of stuff to try out. How big's our wand? 5. All right. Let's see what we can get here. This is my obvious choice, but it might not be so obvious. You do 100 damage, huh? Not even close. Let's take this off and add another one of these, maybe. Maybe just that. Oops. Ah, it's going so slow it's not going anywhere. Right. That's too many. There you go. Let's switch that up. So even though this is 5 slice, 5 regular damage, seems to be going... It's already slow. $67 damage. Very weird. Infestation. A bunch of magical sparks that fly in every direction. Okay. Let's do that again. That was fun. That's right. I forgot. Infestation can hurt the player. Yeah, let's start over. Why don't you just go new game? Don't need to quit every time. All right. So somebody mentioned Chaotic Path before, Doom unit. I do like Chaotic Path, particularly with homing, because it's kind of... it removes a lot of that chaotic aspect of it, because it's going to be heading towards the nearest enemy anyway, but it does speed up the projectile by 2. So having that in a homing set based off a trigger is pretty great. Especially if you've got the what's it called? The digging one before. Oh, what was that? It was very early. That one. Drilling shot. Because drilling shot, as it's traveling through the ground heading towards other enemies, it slows the projectile down pretty dramatically to the point where it doesn't quite make it there. I remember when Drilling Shot came out, one of the runs that I had back in the day, spectacular wand based on that, and probably one of these as well. This is back when Mist of Spirits didn't evaporate, and so it was kind of like just as good as the other ones. If you're Toxic immune, grab Toxic. If not, grab Slime Mist, but you will potentially get slowed down if you walk through it. Anyway. Alright, velocity damage balance. Deal 10,000 or more damage to the target dummy in a single hit. Maximum velocity damage requires maintaining a balance of speed downs and acceleration ups. Speed downs and acceleration ups. Okay. Slow the projectile using heavy shot and accelerating shot until it no longer fires. Then add speed ups and light shots, or remove heavy shots and accelerating shots until it fires again. Okay. 10,000 damage, huh? What are we going to go for again? The bouncing burst? Yeah, probably. Alright, we have one bouncing burst. So this is speed of 7.5 multiplier. This is a speed of 0.3 reduction. So 7 times. And then 0.3. Alright, well we need to add another one of these. No. Take one of them off and add another one of these. That was 2,000 damage. Just that little blip. Alright, we'll add one more. No longer firing. Do we want to put accelerating on instead? Let me reread this. Heavy shot and accelerating shot. Oh, my bad. I did light shot instead. Okay, my mistake. Right, obviously accelerating shot is required. Oh wow, yeah, big difference now. God, that's scary as hell. Okay, so we're gonna add another one of these and maybe another one of these. Maybe another one of these. No, we need to speed up now. God, you have to do the math, huh? Shoot it down. No, if I take this off... Oh, it still does shoot down. I love the noise it makes. It's amazing. But we need accelerating shot. Yeah, it doesn't fire at all. Like, it just completely negates the... This is another thing Alias taught me a while back. Jesus. $15K. Just that. Wild, man. Wild. 22K. $22,400. Shoot it forward, nothing happens. It's wild. I love it. This is so cool. Now how to speed up. 23. That's gonna one-shot a multi-orb boss. Just that one little bouncy burst. 16. Oh, that's sad. It's wild, man. This is great. Alias has been loving the bouncy projectiles. Actually, the 33 orb boss run, I don't know if you ever caught that. I put it up on YouTube. It's like an 18-hour long video series. the ending wand that I didn't actually come up with it myself. Somebody else gave me the recipe for it, but it was something like this. It had a bunch of weird, you know, Greek letter stuff in there as well. With a better, could you spell wrap and burr wrap bosses? Yes, you could, I guess. And it almost killed me. Right, several times. Yep. Yeah, we come close there. It was good. All right. 10,000 or more damage again. Gravity and anti-gravity affect initial speed enough to keep velocity damage projectiles alive. Oh, this is going to be ugly. Some projectiles only require one of these modifiers and others require two. The more of these modifiers you stack, the less damage the projectile will deal. What did we have? We had two of these, one of these, one of these, one of these, and I guess they want me to use these. Although it doesn't specifically say that. This is Heavy Shot. Heavy Shot's been a personal favorite as well, going back to early days. Come on, do the math thing. Do it. 32,445.04. Anti-gravity makes it so you don't have to shoot it downwards. Ah. That would be nice. But this is a smaller wand. You have to kind of get lucky, huh? 17,315.16. You didn't use the anti... Well, it didn't specifically say to in the instructions. Goodness me, that's... I mean, the chances of you finding 3 heavy shots in a run... Good luck. Accelerating shot, pretty rare in its own right. Not impossible, but it would have to be a pretty lucky run to do it. Use gravity as well. So let's take off that and put on this as well. No, still take off one of these then. Ah! Why you do this? God damn it. Maybe light shot would be a better modifier. The sound it makes is so twisted. I love it. Hey, Wizard8, how you doing? Can't stop playing Nova Drift. Great game. Absolutely great game. I was watching Flag? I was watching Flag play it today. Lethal Frag. $12,200. These numbers are like... I'd like, again, talking back to classic builds, talking about homing missed ones, which was kind of the end game meta back in the day, before we knew about all of this stuff. I don't ever think I cracked 4,000, right? Like never tens of thousands or trillions now that they're talking about. You missed Noita? It's good. Don't blame you. Aperture Combine says, oh, just wait. All right, 7,500 or more damage to the target dummy in a single hit. The homing modifier drastically affects projectile acceleration and thus can lead to unintuitive and low velocity based damage. Kind of makes sense. Rotate towards enemy, maintains speed, and only changes direction, so its predictable and consistent, which is ideal. Okay. So we want accelerating shot. Give me 2 of those. Give me 1 of these. Give me a couple of these. 1 of these. 1 of these and 1 of these. Alright. Have a look. So we'll do the same thing that we were doing before. Let's see if we can get it actually firing. Right? That's good enough for me. What if we put homing and this on it? That'll be great, wouldn't it? Well, that was easy. Ah, so we needed homing in that case. Makes a projectile accelerate towards your foes. So at the moment, this is literally too slow. It's probably still going to fire down. Yeah, okay. So the combination, all right, makes sense. Oil on trigger and divide by 10 crit on oily. So here's the thing, like divide by 10, I still don't understand. Hopefully this goes into it, although we've only got a few lessons left, so I don't know if it will. But that's one of the things, like, I saw that spell and it's divide by, and all I could think of, it creates, like, it splits a projectile, but it splits its damage. But I guess if you were to split a modifier, you get just 10 times the amount of modifiers, right? Hold up, this is Goki's mod. Oh, that would explain the high quality in production value. That's amazing. I didn't know it was his. Deal 20,000 or more damage to the target dummy in a single hit. Accelerative homing modifier keeps slow projectiles alive and can replace the need for accelerating shot. Accelerative homing. Okay. However, it has a few limitations. It cannot be stacked, and it must come before other forms of homing. Well, that's weird. Alright, we'll do the same thing again, I guess. Do we want that? That. 3 of those, 2 of those, 1 of them. I think that's enough. 4 other forms of homing. That's weird. Ah. Okay, so it doesn't register until it's just at the right frame, because it's kind of like 2 in 1. It's homing and accelerating. Okay. Yeah, you have to wonder, right? Like, they knew about chainsaws this whole time and never said a word to us. Somebody figured it out somewhere. It caught on and became kind of the staple meta of most builds. Accelerating shot. Shoot from further away. It's less damage because it's not accelerating as fast. Move closer to the dummy, then bounce off the opposite wall. It wouldn't work that way. It's still going to go directly to it. This is in place of the previous homing that we had, but it also adds acceleration to it. Did they mention what that just says? It can't be stacked. If you remove rotate towards, probably don't even need that actually. Do it again. think that should actually do it, huh? Yeah. Starting to the left of the platform outside the max range, hovering, trying to bounce it off the right. Accelerating vertically until it gets in homing range. Yeah, that's another great thing, right? They've given us the tools to make pretty much anything we want. And sky is the limit on how you reach that end goal, I think. I think we're about to get pretty wild here, honestly. 100,000 damage. Piercing shot allows projectiles to hit multiple times instead of once. If the projectile is if the projectile consistently immediately dies, then it may be too slowed down. Okay. We want piercing. This bad boy. Oh, we got extra slots this time. See if we can build it with just this. $234,000. That's crazy. You notice sometimes it's not firing. This is if you stack too many of these, it doesn't exist, right? And this is how Alias was showing me how to create the permanent homing or returning to your boomerang, essentially healing sphere that just follows you around everywhere. In fact, weren't we using that on the 33 orb run as well? I can't even remove turn towards. It's still high, right? But what's happening? See how it's sort of going through and doing a U-turn and then coming back? That's homing working by itself. But turn towards just flicks that switch almost immediately, so it's coming back in the correct direction before it even leaves the target. It still needs to be within range, though. I think that's what the issue is here. So we're getting 67k on that. But if we add this back in... Boom, 120,000. Turn towards instead of homing. So homing helps speed it up. So let's see if we can get a... What if we add... Oh god, don't make me start it again. Give me the spell chooser thing. Can't. Okay, gotta go back in. Oh, I'm outside. That's why. If we use... God, what was that? It was 4 or 5 of them. 1 of them. 2 of those. 1 of you. You... I think we might need a light shot or maybe a couple of these. I wonder if this is where Alias got his ideas from. Like, he knew about that previously. I think he did the research himself. Like that. So it almost needs homing as well, huh? It gives it that enough power or enough slowdown potential once it's passed through its target. That's wild. I love it. Do these stack? That would be interesting. Let's try that. Shit, I did it again. No, we're moving on. All right, we're gonna deal 15 million damage here. Keep the projectile on top of the enemy is extremely important for maximizing damage. Roger, we understand that. At least one accelerating shot is required, and multiple accelerating shots will reach terminal velocity more quickly. Got it. Heavy shot slows the projectile while also adding damage, making it particularly useful for dealing velocity damage. Got it. Homing type modifiers can be stacked to increase their efficacy. I love that word. Which can help the projectile stay on the target. Homing type modifiers can be stacked to increase their efficacy, which can help the projectile stay on target. Right, that's what we just witnessed before. Additional projectiles is a cheap and effective way to increase damage output, so multicasts, okay. There is an ideal balance of speed multiplier modifiers if not using gravity modifiers. Okay. Shooting directly downward or using gravity modifiers will help keep slow projectiles alive. And we've experienced that as well. We got a jumbo wand here. What does it say? 15 million points of damage. It's gonna be a fun one. All right, let's start. Heavy shot. Accelerating shot. Piercing shot. Rotate towards. Accelerative homing. Pick up one of them as well. Give me slithering path. 4 of those. And 1 of those. And 1 each of these. A couple of them. Bit of everything. Alright. Go with 4 to begin with. I'm thinking 4 of these bad boys as well. This is going to be pretty glorious, I think. Accelerative homing. 3 rotate towards, 2 accelerating shots, and many heavy shots. Yeah, let's see what we can do. We can do a couple of runs here. Definitely need that. I think I want that. Huh. All right, let's take this off and get another one of these. Thank God death is turned off, huh? That hit me because of this. That's one thing that this does, is it makes it very, very, very dangerous. One more rotate towards. Where would you like that? So instead of the accelerative homing, maybe? It's freaking glorious. I love it. So rotate towards doesn't seem to be... because it's going too fast. Let's remove one of these, add another one of these. See if that does the trick. $500,000? I just wanted to hit me again. One more rotate towards again. All right. So we don't have the ability to leave the wand at the moment. Still nothing. Remove one heavy shot. Well, it's 1.5 mil. Over and over and over again. God, that's amazing, isn't it? 4 million, 5 million. You need the accelerative homing. Just don't get hit in the real game. Right, exactly. We're missing some pretty significant damage here. Maybe instead of multiple projectiles, we should cut this down and then add another couple of these, maybe? Replace an accelerating with heavy. Own goals, it's called Spell Lab. So the highest we got was 6.5 million. We're not even halfway there. It's not holding onto the projectile dummy long enough. So that's why I think homing would be important as well. Or stacking, accelerating, homing? It doesn't stack. It doesn't stack with each other. That was one of the lessons that it gave. Homing is bait, slows projectile. Why the acceleration? So velocity damage is based on the difference between a projectile's starting speed and its maximum speed, terminal velocity. So we essentially don't need this, right? I think we can add another one of these. Try. So we'll do the shooting downwards thing. This one's got me. Tighter circles. It's not in my control, I don't think. Maybe we've got rotate towards isn't good enough tracking. That's why I'm saying homing might have been better. But it's not, though. Another heavy shot? We'll try it. Is there too many projectiles? Is the question. I don't think it matters where it starts, right? Like, it's going to be heading directly for it anyway. So, but like over time, it's going to increase in speed. I think we only need the one accelerative, or maybe this will count for that. Homing is cutting damage every time. We had a good combo going before with homing, a single homing and a single one of those. Let's try that. Nope, now it's wilder. And we're doing much less damage overall now because of the fact that we cut the projectiles in half. It doesn't add to terminal velocity. No, it gets to terminal velocity quicker. That's all that does. Ponty, this is a mod called Spell Lab. It teaches you about wand editing and stuff. Re-rotates. All right. This is Odd Owlman's build. It is your time to shine, my friend. Odd Owl Omen. God, hard as hell to say. See, it's still not even tight enough in it. Like, or am I making that up now? One more rotate towards. All right. Put another couple in. I don't mind. Half mil. You wonder if modifier placement can affect other modifiers. The only thing that we've learnt during this course is that this has to be ahead of other homing spells. That's it. Why is my health constantly a 1? Because I got hit by one of my projectiles. And there's no death is turned on. Yeah, Vif, that got added in the last update, the empty box. From what I understand, it lets you pick up powders. Less heavy shot, more projectiles. All right. Get behind that as well. Why don't we go... Yeah, we'll go back to 4 here. Damn. Does drop shot constantly add gravity effect more on down heading movements? I don't even know. So we're getting higher. Fire 15 of them in a row. We've only got a second to do the damage. Got to do 15 million points of damage per second. We're not even getting close here. Use the hex. So more projectiles. I don't think that would help us. Projectile is going too fast. Add the 4th rotate back. They lasted longer. Wrap one of them so you can fire faster. No, that's not the purpose of this one. We should be able to do it in one shot, honestly. There's a way. There's got to be a way. 3 million. 4 million. 5, 6 again. 6.9, 7.2, 8.8. So accelerating doesn't matter when it happens. Maybe if we just add more of these then. What if accelerative homing is enough by itself? We just add another one. A 9.9, 12.6, 13.3, 14.3. Champion. We did it. With that wand. And like a million shots. "13 heavy shots, accelerative homie, anti-grav, pierce, bouncing." Let's make that one. Let's do that again then. "13 accelerative homing, anti-grav, pierce, and bouncing." Bouncing. All right. Is there a special technique to this, or just shoot? Because this one's not going to turn towards. Right? That's a freaking death trap. $1.8, 2. It's glorious, I'll give you that much. And we are many times dead, yes. Yeah, 100%. Too bad tentacle freeze insta-kills any mob. And not a 33 or boss, it doesn't. This is teaching you stuff that you probably will never even bother using, but it's still fun. Again, I think there's a couple of methods we could use there. That particular one, too much risk involved because homing wasn't really a factor. It was turning towards, but the bounce was too wild on it. Stand right on it. There's nothing to stand on. We'd be below it, but we'd be shooting up. And we're still at... The problem with that particular build, like, it's not bad. It definitely does the damage. But because it's bouncing absolutely everywhere, and because this particular modifier is on there, we're dead. It does way too much damage. That would one-shot us. Hey, Queso Queso. I like your name. It's cool. All right, next challenge, please. Still got to work out why these are unlocked. We should get Goki to just hit a switch so we can just turn it on. But I don't really want to find stuff that unlocks in my inventory if that's the case. All right. Total damage, 1 million or more total... Oh, sorry, 1 billion or more total damage to the target dummy. That's a wand. Okay, so we're kind of limited on projectiles, but we do have chainsaws as well. So now we could potentially create something that wraps, maybe? What about... Oh, we don't have extended duration. What about chainsaw? No, it's extended duration or... Let's try accelerating shot and chainsaw. I just want to see this. No, it's the same, right? Yeah, okay. One chainsaw in a couple of hours, right? It does say 1 billion over a period of time. Honestly, I think we can get there pretty quickly, though. See what we can come up with. Accelerative homing we do need. This is just a personal preference, putting them over here, by the way. They don't need to be there. Right. Oh, we don't have accelerative homing. Oof. What was that? That was 1.8 million. We're going to be here a while. Right. Yeah, we definitely need an accelerating shot. What would be a... What have I got too many of? Oh, this slows down as well, right? It does. So we add more... I don't really want to add a light shot, but we could just to test. Jesus. Okay. Now we can probably tweak that a little bit by taking that off. Less accelerating, more speed. Dead. $130 million? Just casting a small sun, no biggie. Halfway there. This is called Spell Lab. It's available from the Steam Workshop. Sometimes it's so slow. It's like, I don't feel like doing anything today. I'm just gonna stay right here. While not taking too much damage away. Doesn't it just cut damage by a percentage? Like, it's pretty significant, no? Damage projectile minus 25, which is probably irrelevant when you think about it. Well, we're going to get there in a relatively short amount of time. And that short amount of time is right around now. Champion. Add more turn towards. There has to be... So it's accelerating to the point where it's ridiculous, right? That was 6 turn towards. Let's see on the next challenge how we do. We only need 528 billion. I wonder where he pulled that number from. 528-772-513-134. That's Goki Dev's bank account number. No, it's the 33 orb boss health. Oh, we get the full gamut here. We get everything here, including stuff that I haven't even found. Can we make rainbow projectiles? I think we can. We currently have a 25 capacity wand, maximum mana 2500. Amazing wand. Touch of gold. I somehow think that wouldn't work. You want to try? Where was that? There we go. We want to get a spark bolt trigger on that one. No way. This won't work. Goki would have thought of that, surely. Where's spark bolt trigger? There it is. Yeah, he thought of that. Technically would have worked though. Okay. Let's get this ball on the road. We need... So, he hasn't given us any instructions, right? This is just a test to get to where we were. If anyone can find the screenshot I brought up... no, I don't even know where that would be now. There's probably a couple of methods doing it, but... Let's stick with what we've learnt tonight. So... Oh man, 500 billion. See, the last time I did it, I used the M spell. This thing. Every modifier type spell in the current wand is applied to a projectile. So you can have many stacks of the same stuff repeated over and over again with that. As you divide by 10 as well. Does touch of spells work on the boss? I just read the next line. That's amazing. Just a bunch of times twos. What does that do? Is that even here? Duplicates every spell cast before it. Damage and a mu. Maybe a certain combination of spells can crash Noita. I've managed to slow the game down to 0 frames a second with many like split multis of black hole with some kind of other modifier in it. Omega times 2. Let's start with what we know. So, accelerative homing is here. We'd want one of them. And we definitely want... heavy shot. I don't know how many exactly. Hell is that? Fizzle. Damage forever. If the wand has more than 50 mana, all mana over that is converted into additional damage. See, this is brand new spells. I haven't even seen these before. Let's try that. Get one of those. We want piercing shot. Grab a homing. We want one light shot, I guess. We definitely want a multicast. We can have an 8. It's fine. And then we want to get a ton of bouncing projectiles. And then turn towards, we want a bunch of them. But even, yeah, see, we're far away here from the magic required. Blue Rippin', we're just doing a little bit of testing right now. This challenge, I don't think Well, I mean, unless we sit there for half an hour clicking a button. Alright, let's see what we got going on. So a ton of these, right? Accelerative homing. Turn towards we didn't get. We need that. Anyone see that? There it is. Projectile... Okay, so hang on a sec. Projectile area teleport. If a valid target appears somewhere in an area around a projectile, it'll teleport right on top of the target. I wonder if that would work better than turn towards. Let's try it just for fun. Sparkbolt trigger with chainsaws? Well, so VG Games, that's exactly my style, right? That's what I learned. That's how I will probably still continue to play the game from this day forth. But this is teaching me all sorts of new stuff, and I've learned a ton already. Like, yes, my head does hurt a little bit, but... Oh, we only get 20 shots with that. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Let's try it anyway. I don't think this is going to work, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, yep, 8. Probably cut that down a bit, actually. Need that as well. Just want to see if this works. It's not even going to shoot, is it? Nah. So we still need accelerating, or light shot would be good. Hello? There you are. Just dies. Because we didn't get accelerating. Clearly you need poison. Poison works great on this boss, actually. Ah. It's alright. It'll take a while, though. Too much homing. Because we have this now, this is a new spell. We probably don't need all of these. Because it's constantly being teleported directly on top. That makes that ultra powerful. That should be there, actually, shouldn't it? Look at it go, brr. Yeah, see, way too slow. Way too slow. We need more here. Take another one of those off. Get our couple of projectiles back. Oh, the game's freezing up already. Wow. Extended lifetime there. More damage. I agree. $140 million. Yeah, this is where all of the Greek letters come in because they're extra special. They do all this fancy stuff like using multipliers upon multipliers, and that's how you build just ridiculous stuff. Goki's built wands with hundreds of trillions of damage per second, like ridiculous wands, absolutely ridiculous. Add 1M. So that would essentially double all of the multipliers, correct? Replace rotate with an M. What does this do exactly? Every modifier type spell in the current wand is applied to a projectile. So it's getting it twice, is that correct? Rotate is critical. Right, let's remove that. Why does this seem a lot weaker? Replace tele-homing with rotate. It's dropping my speed. You mean this, right? Or this? Okay. Oh, that's kind of sad. So you're saying cast the end of everything? I think we should definitely try that. What the hell is that? Summon portal. Okay. Oh, I know what that is. That's that funky thing in the jungle that I still haven't done yet. The M is doing something. It's kind of getting busted, huh? Replace a damage plus with a mu. Should replace 9 times damage with 16 times damage. Okay. I mean, that's the same thing, no? This does every other modifier type in the current wand is applied to a projectile. It doesn't. I don't think it matters where we put that. Heavy shots to light shot. You're saying we need more accelerating? Maybe light shot is cutting the damage. It's dying. And now we're back to this mess. I don't know, man. Teleport. I think teleport's pretty good. I mean, it's definitely working. There's no denying that. It's just slow as hell. We're not even at 1 billion yet. Wasn't the last lesson homing into the enemy over and over? Kind of, but we're at now a boss with 500 times the necessary damage, right? Critical chance equals damage. Ah, right. Bring that back into it. So crit on fire or something? So get rid of all of these or keep them? Fire. Crit on fire. Critical is a 5 times multi, not that amazing. Crit on blood with blood mist works. Need damage to crit. That's automatic. If you get a specific type of crit. Yes. I don't think it's going to be as good because now we're doing a different sort of build now, aren't we? We're moving away from speed or velocity based damage and going into practical sort of flat damage, which yeah, it's slow, very slow. I mean, it's working, but nowhere near what we had with the velocity based stuff. Let me see if I can find that recipe that Goki built. We'll build a wand and see if we can work out what's actually going on. Goki wand recipe. Guide to wand mechanics. Yeah, if anyone has a link to the document, please feel free to share. No. Oh god, I can't remember where I had that. I saved it somewhere. I just can't remember where. this dock. Let's have a look. That's the one right there. All right, so we can build whatever we want here. Predicted boss DPS. Oh, you know, 106 trillion, no big deal. 353 trillion. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't even know what number that is. Quadrillion? 2 quadrillion. 2.517. Wow. Let's just build the first one. I don't even know what it does, how it works, but we're going to try. All right. Let's, Ah, shit. It's unlocked them. God damn it. Well, that's going to happen, I guess. Hopefully it takes them away. Maybe when I ditch the mod. Oh. A great treasure chest? Fantastic. Right. Okay. So we need a divide by 10. And this is where it gets really funky. So don't be surprised if you don't know what's going on. 4 times 2s. A crit on water. Actually, we need 3 of those. We need 2 M's. Nope, we need 7 M's. Light shot. 2 of those. We need chaotic path. There. 1 of those. We need piercing shot. 2 heavy shots. 3 heavy shots. Bouncing burst. Accelerative shot. That would be down here, I guess, right? Anyone see it? Are you saying some of these might not work anymore? It's a green arrow. It's got to be in here somewhere. Like there's the decelerating. There it is. Okay. Turn towards, and then I think that's it. When all of these different homing types came out, I didn't quite understand them and I stayed away from them just because they weren't homing. And I still somewhat feel that way, except I might play around with turn towards more often because it seems like it's really fun, regardless of the situation it's in. Where the hell is it? There. Just one of those, huh? I think that's it. I think we've got everything we need. All right. So, let me bring up that recipe one more time. Oh god, look at the overflow up here. 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. Crit on water. So the crit on water is a weird one because there's no source of water, right? So there's another reason why this is being used, I guess. Now this is in a very specific order. I think it has to be this way. Light shot. Chaotic path. Two M's. This is some like galaxy brain shit right here. Like there's no way I could ever come up with this myself. That's it. Will my computer like this? See you on the other side. How do I turn off the spell list? Can I do that? Yeah. Well, I think that answered that question. Almost crashed. You must be new here. All right, that clearly didn't work. You can hear the PC spinning up. No, it's running at max capacity right now. It is raining outside though. So the one that I used was a lot lower down on the list, still capable of, you know, millions or billions of damage per second. Let's use the very last one in that list. Yeah, let's give that a shot instead. So, oh god, it's gonna get messy. Still again with the water. I don't know about the crits. Hey, is there any without those, or they all use it? Like that didn't even shoot. So I don't know. Maybe some changes have been made to the spells on Nola's end, but yeah. It just throws me across the screen. Doesn't do anything. 2500 mana is probably too low. Just fizzling. Yeah, maybe. Talking about there's 1,200 M's or 120 each. It'd be borderline. Be close. Spawn a new wand, or is that cheating? Oh, I don't. Doesn't matter. This is a edit one spawner. All right, that just so we can design one. Oh, look at that! This one comes pre-made. Sick. Let's check that out. What could go wrong? Can you give it to me? Save held wand. Delete selected. Load selected wand into held wand. Yes. Load selected wand into held wand. There we go. For this one, God knows what it does. So it uses spells to power. Didn't do a damn thing. I don't know. Some of these might have been changed. I'm not gonna mess around with it too much. You need both? Oh, so you shoot the first one. Oh, okay, my bad. All right, hang on a sec. Let me shit. Okay, so we need both of these, huh? We shoot one of these first. They're the same. I don't know which is which, so we're gonna go this one first. No, it does nothing. Okay. Well, there you go. We did the challenge anyway. Pretty happy with that. The wand I took from the document was in a tab called Bad Ones That Suck. Maybe look on a different tab. Don't you hate it how people make tabs in documents? So rude. Boss health. Spell efficiency. These ones aren't good. Look at tabs on the left. Spells to power. Accelerative homing. Good ones. Here we go. Look at those numbers. What the hell? Outdated below. So he keeps updating them as well. This is very laggy, slow overkill wand that might crash your game. This one has something called Zeta in it. I don't even know if we have access to that. Oh yeah. Zeta copies a random spell in another wand that you're holding. Jesus. No, I'm not even gonna bother. Not only it's probably too late. I probably wrecked my save file with all of these spells, but you've got a different document for us? Noita nerd sheet. Yeah, that's us. No, this is the same document. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna leave it there. Just pretend that was a 33 ore boss and we obliterated it. Took a while. It's okay. We survived. Yeah. That's an excellent mod, and I had no idea it was Goki's. But I should have known that, given how it looks and how it works. It's pretty good. First try. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so I'm going to switch up the game now. We're going to play something a little bit different. Give me 1 second here, folks. Didn't mean to do that. Hopefully when I deactivate the mod, it'll take it out. I have a feeling it's going to be stuck. Oh well, that's fine. Jumping into a final exam. Oh yeah, that's extreme, what we were just looking at. So this is a new game I get to show you tonight. I'm pretty excited about it. Give me a sec.